59, 60, 61 is also completed. Am I right, everybody? Yes. So 62 we are going to start in our today's class. We'll finish it and we'll go to the next one. So coming to the 62 question, let us see. Given below are the steps for extraction of copper from its ore. Write the reaction involved. That is what they are asking. First one, roasting of copper sulfide. So as we know that moderately reacting metals, we have to first undergoes two processes. If it is a carbonate ore, we have to undergo the calcination. If it is the sulfide ore, we have to go under the what? Everybody? Roasting. Correct or not? So we have to give the equations for this everything. So roasting of copper sulfide. So anybody? What is the copper sulfide formula? Yes, please. Cu2s. Correct or not? So Cu2s roasting. Roasting means presence of oxygen or absence of oxygen. Everyone. Presence of oxygen. So presence of oxygen. So I will go to O2 gas. So which will give you. So it will turns into oxide. So it will turns into what? Cu2O. Okay. Plus you will get SO2. So this is what gas is to say. So this is copper 1 oxide, Roman number it is. This is copper 1 oxide. This is copper 1 sulfide. So we will get Cu2O. That is what we used to call as copper 1 oxide. Clear? Everybody? So this is what the equation. So be very careful. Till now you have written copper oxide, copper 2 oxide, CuO only. Am I right or wrong? Check it everyone. Correct, Amma? All of you. So we will take it as a copper Cu as a 2 plus and oxygen is a 2 minus. So Cu2O2 will give you CuO. Copper oxide means CuO. Am I right? Please respond. So that is what. But here you see that it will be different. So it is copper 1 oxide, not copper 2 oxide. This is called as copper 2 oxide it is. So that is why you have to be very careful. So this is copper 2 oxide. So we are not getting here copper 2 oxide, copper 1 oxide, Cu. So balance it everybody. What is the balanced equation? Yes, please. Balanced equation. Balanced equation no means what I should. So 2CuS2, so which is in solid state, reacting with the 3 oxygen will give you 2Cu2O plus 2SO2. So this is the balanced equation of it. All of you make sure you are able to do it. Do it fast, everybody. I want to see that in the book also. Yeah, you can notice it here. So a copper which is found as a Cu2s in nature can be obtained from its ore by just heating in air. That is what first equation. What is this first equation? We used to call it as? That is only we used to call it as what? Yeah, nobody will answer what I should do. That is only we used to call it as what, guys? Roasting. Okay. So roasting of copper 1 sulfide. So that copper 1 sulfide only we used to call it as Cu2s. Please note it. Clear everyone? Harish? Yeah, very important. See, basically copper oxide means we'll write CuO. Correct? So but this CuO is different and Cu2O is different. This is copper 1 oxide and this is copper 2 oxide. Okay, make sure it is very clear. Understand with Akshri? So copper oxide means basically we'll write CuO. Correct? Chapter 1 will write it. Do you remember everybody?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So chapter 1 we will write CuO as a copper oxide. But here copper 1 oxide. So that is why you are, if you make small error also, that's all it will be over. Next, second question. What they are asking? Reduction of copper oxide with copper 1 sulfide. So what will happen? Reduction of copper oxide. So we'll undergo Cu2O reacting with the copper 1 sulfide, Cu2S. Okay, Cu2S, both are in solid state, remember? So undergoes reduction. So we'll get it what? We'll get copper plus SO2 gas will come. So all of you balance this. This is SO2 gas, guys. So balance the equation, girls. You have to wait for the balancing equation. So what is that? 2Cu2O will react with the Cu2S, will gives you 6Cu plus SO2. So here I am writing it. So this is the gas and this is the solid. So this is what reduction of copper 1 oxide with the copper 1 sulfide. See, you have to be very, very careful with this. So this is what the second equation. To 2CuO, yes, solid state, reacting with the Cu2S, again solid state, will gives us copper plus SO2 gas. Okay, sulfur dioxide gas. So this is what is about 2. Then third question. Draw a neat and well-labeled diagram for electrolytic refining of copper. Electrolytic refining of copper. This is the second part in the C question. C question, what is first part? All of you check it. What is first part? Electrolytic refining. Understanding? So draw a neat labeled and label a diagram. So we have to draw which diagram? Neat labeled diagram means you have to draw this one for C part Roman number 2. But C part, all of you check it. What is the C part they are asking? What is electrolytic refining? So electrolytic refining means 2 reactions will take place. What is the 2 reactions? One is at cathode, another one is what? Everybody? Yes, please. Another one is at anode. So electrolytic reaction refining, if I have taken, so 2 reactions will take place. First, anodic reaction. Can you tell me what is anodic reaction, all of you? So Cu metal, so will undergoes loss of electrons, so which will turns into oxidation, loss of electron. That is what oxidation will take place. At a cathodic reaction, you all should say. So cathodic reaction, if you take the Cu2 plus ions, Cu2 plus ions will come and they'll receive the electrons and it will turns into copper metal. So this is the process we used to call as what? Addition of electrons we used to call as reduction. Removal of electrons we used to call as oxidation. So at cathodic reaction and anodic reaction, I already taught you people, check it everybody. So what will happen? At the anode, it will lose the electron. So Cu will turns into Cu2 plus 2 electrons will remove. At anode, what will happen? Cu2 plus will gain 2 electron and it will turns into Cu atom. That is what it will be happening. So that is only called as, this is called as cathodic reaction and this is called as anodic reaction. Hope everybody clear? Everybody, please write it. So removal of electron, oxidation. So the oxidation will take place at the anode and reduction process will take place at the cathode. So that is what electrolytic refining. And this diagram you have to draw very, very perfectly. Always keep it in mind, impure metal, we have to take it as a what? Impure metal, we have to take it as a anode. Understanding? Pure metal, we have to take it as a what? Everybody? Pure metal, we have to take it as a cathode. So pure metal will obtain at where, guys? The pure metal is obtained at where? At the cathode or anode? All of you?
Cathode.
So please make sure you are very clear in that. Okay. That is what 62 question. Complete it fastly. Clear, Amma? So till now, copper oxide means you will study only what, guys? Copper oxide. First chapter also will come. Page number 12. All of you see that. What is that? Copper 2 oxide or copper oxide? Everybody. Yes, please. It is copper 2 oxide. That is what we can say cupric oxide. So by the time formula is CuO. So whenever you get a copper oxide, be very careful. Copper 1 oxide means Cu2O. and copper 2 oxide means Cu. Okay, so there is a difference in that. So understand, make that clear also in exam when it will come also, you have to be very clear. Okay, so finish it fast and we'll continue. Everybody understand, Mr. Guru, Google?
Yes, sir.
Hasini,
Yes, sir.
call to that Arul, somebody. What happened to Arul? That Arun, Arul, both. Har Vignesh also. Okay, next question. 63 question. So all of you see that 63 question. What is the question, everyone? You can make it. Yes, please read. Of the three metal X, Y, and Z, X reacts with the cold water, Y reacts with the hot water, and Z with the steam alone. Identify X, Y, Z and also arrange them in order of increasing reactivity. So directly I can say increasing reactivity. X is more reactive than Y is more reactive than Z. Am I right or wrong? Will you all agree with me? Yes or no?
Sir.
Yes. So now you can see. So there is a first thing. So cold water means we have only three. So what is the three we can say, everybody?
Sodium,
Potassium,
calcium.
sodium, and calcium. There is a one and only metal which will react with both hot and as well as steam. What is that? Yes,
Magnesium.
magnesium. And then
Magnesium.
next one is what? The only react with the steam. Yes, please. Please never call me A. You can take it. So let me open that again. And you can see always the tabular column. See, till now the same tabular column came for many times. Do you remember, everybody? Yes or no, guys? So that's what it is. So always it has importance. So that is the reason always I will stress. So potassium, sodium, calcium, magnesium is only react with hot water or steam. Aluminium, zinc and iron only react with the steam. Next, lead, copper and mercury, no reaction with the hot water or steam. And silver, gold, platinum also, no reaction with hot water or steam. Over. So now, of the three metals X, Y, Z, so X is a what, everybody? It may be a calcium or sodium because highly reactive. So it is an alkali metal. Do you understand, everybody? It may be a calcium or sodium, and less vigorously, calcium also will react. So I will say X metal may be alkali metal. Am I right or wrong? Either it is a sodium or yes, please. Potassium. Anything I can. Next, Y with the hot water. Y with the hot water means definitely Y may be a what? Everybody. Y may be a hot water means magnesium. Of course, even steam. Hot water only magnesium because hot water you can see magnesium alone react with hot water as well as steam. So I will take magnesium. Next, Z also arrange them in Z only with the steam. So only with the steam means it may become three possibilities. What is that? Either aluminium. Who is that? Make sure your mic should not be of trouble. Arun Kailash, you don't join in the class. You get out from the class, idiot fellow. 20 minutes, 5 o'clock meeting means 5:20 will join. Not feeling ashamed. And sleeping early also you are. So, which is reacting with the steam, it may be aluminium or zinc and iron. So you can write it. So first one is what, guys? Reacting with the cold water. Sodium, potassium and calcium. 3. Anything it can, maybe. And reacting with the hot water, only magnesium. And reacting with the steam, you can write either aluminium, zinc or iron. Whatever it is, you can write it. And what is the increasing order? Reactivity order. This is what? X, Y and Z. Please write it. Understand, Mr. Omar? How to write it? Yes. Mr. Sanjay Ganan. So that's what it is. Maybe. Use a word called as maybe. Because cold water, we know 3 metals. So we cannot work, which is perfectly we cannot choose. Understand, Mitakshri? In these cases, please try to don't choose the name of the metal. They are asking, arrange them in order of increasing reactivity. Identify XYZ. So we are using XYZ. XYZ. X means I will say either potassium, sodium, or calcium. Our choice, because it is a cold water. If I take X is a K, then I will write here K. Okay, everybody. Next, Y is a what? Magnesium. Okay, magnesium I will write. Next, Z. Z is maybe aluminum or zinc or iron. If I choose iron, I will write iron. So your choice it is. So I will write potassium greater than magnesium is greater than iron. If I choose zinc, you write zinc. If I choose aluminum, you write aluminum. Your convenient. Only steam only. So what is your convenient? You specify it and you write it. That is what is very important. Okay. Clear, everybody? Next, 64th question. An element A burns. An element A burns with a golden flame in air. It reacts with another element B, atomic number 17. So atomic number 17 means you will understand by
Chlorine.
who is that speaker's problem? I'm saying you correct. Speaker's problem, stop talking, no problem. So what is the 17? 17 means we'll understand by this time it is a what? Chlorine. And burning with the gold flame. Who will catch the fire easily in a sodium? So that is sodium, because it will burn with a gold flame. Gold flame means yellow color, almost like a gold. So yellow flame. And it will produce a product C. What is the product C? Sodium and chlorine will react. What it will produce?
Sodium chloride.
Sodium chloride. NaCl. Next, an aqueous solution of product C on electrolysis. Very famous equation. Anybody can tell? Aqueous solution of NaCl.
NaOH plus chlorine plus hydrogen gas.
What is the equation name? Chlor-alkali process. Yes. Now, in the same question, I will replace with the molten solution of C. Then it is different products. Am I right or wrong? You can write both. Okay. So, of course, here they are writing aqueous solution of product C. So, electrolysis gives a compound D. So, what is the main compound in chlor-alkali process? Second chapter also it will come. What is that?
Hydroxide.
Sodium hydroxide, caustic soda. Yes, and liberates hydrogen. So identify A, B, C, D. Also write down the equations for the reactions involved. Already I identified A, B, C, D. Let us find the equations. So I'll finish it. So first equation. So sodium react with the chlorine. A, B. AB react with that. So we'll get a C. What is the C, guys? NaCl. So balancing 2 Na plus Cl2 will give you 2 NaCl. Next, NaCl, 2 NaCl, that is what? C, reacting with the water. Aqueous state. Aqueous state means reacting with the water only. Am I right or wrong? Everybody? Respond. That is what? So undergoes electrolysis. Undergoes electrolysis. This is only the process we used to call as chlor-alkali process. The one of the most important process for production of caustic soda. Caustic soda means what? Everybody? NaOH. So we will get a D. NaOH plus H2 plus Cl2. So that is what is the chlor-alkali process. See, one small thing, if you know also, everything you can able to answer. That is what is necessary now. So make sure you are doing everything. Now same question, if I replace instead of aqueous solution, if I replace with what is the word? Everybody. Instead of aqueous solution, if I replace with a word called as, everybody? Molten state. Understanding? So then you write it. So here even I forgot to mention the physical state. You all can write it that also. Okay. So 1 minute. So this is a solid and this is a gas. So we'll get, if you want, you can write solid because it is dissolved in water. We will get NaCl aqueous state. Clear? So this is solid and this is liquid. So both combined will get a what state? Everybody will get a aqueous solution. Correct or not? Please respond. So aqueous solution will get NaOH. So NaOH is aqueous state plus hydrogen gas and chlorine gas. Now, if I replace a word with the aqueous solution of product, so instead of that, I will put electrolysis of molten. So if I say molten NaCl, so then molten state of C product, then what are the products will come? Everybody. Molten state, guys. Molten state means liquid state. So if I pass the electric current, what will happen? Again, I will get the A and B. What is that A? Sodium, and I will get B, chlorine gas. Am I right or wrong? Everybody?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So that is also you all should know, because that is also maybe they'll ask the question. So that is what you have to remember it. Any doubt, anybody can ask me, or else we'll finish this question. See, this is extra. The same question we are modifying. Instead of aqueous solution of C, we are taking molten state of C. That C only NaCl. Molten NaCl, liquid state. Keep it in mind that. Okay. So finish it. Any doubt, anybody can ask. Mr. Johan, understand? Harini, Omar, are you sleeping, Omar? Yes, sir. Sanjay,
Yes, sir.
Mr. Arul, why late? Harvignesh also. Day by day, like this means I cannot say you to call Mr. Harvignesh. It's your responsibility. Asin also late only. Call to that Sriram Ra, somebody. Next. Completed last question. So what is the last question, everybody? Two ores A and B were taken. On heating, ore A gives CO2, whereas ore B gives SO2. What steps will you take to convert them into metals? Same question again and again. See how many times they'll ask the same question. You can see that. Yes. Anybody?
The CO2 have to go under, you have to take calcination serum and CO2.
Yes. That's all it is. So you can finish it. Start doing now, everybody. So what will happen? Two ores A and B were taken. On heating, ore A gives CO2. It is giving CO2 means it is definitely a what ore? Carbonate ore or sulfide ore? Everybody?
Carbonate.
Carbonate ore. So that is the basic thing which you need to identify. Next, it is giving sulfur dioxide. So means it is a what ore? Everybody? It is the yes.
Sulfide.
Sulfide ore. That's all. So they are not specifying. So how, sir? Equations you have to modify according to the question. That is what is your skill you have to perform here. Mr. Sanjay, you can leave from the meeting. No issues. I call you till now 5 times. So now you can see ore A must be. I will identify ore A must be what ore, guys? It definitely a what ore, girls. It is the carbonate ore. Understanding? And ore B must be definitely a what? Everybody. Ore B.
Sulfide.
Yes, it must be a sulfide ore. So that is why if it is a sulfide ore, we have to undergo what, Amma? We have to undergo roasting or what process?
Roasting.
To undergo
Yes, sir.
roasting. Roasting means what? Open air or closed air? Like a less open air. Understanding?
Open.
And heating. Carbonate ore. Carbonate ore means there is a process. What is that?
Calcination.
Calcination.
So options of air. Options of air. Actually, not options. Book they mention what? Okay, Sanjay, limited air. Okay. So please make sure, Sanjay, your activeness is very important for me. So my calcination, limited air, but actually we are writing every time options of air, but that's fine. Okay. So now you can make equations. So how to make it, you see that. So they are not specify the component. So we'll write carbonate ore undergoes, what is the process, guys? Calcination. Okay. So that we'll get what? Metal oxide. We'll get a metal oxide. Which metal oxide? We don't know. Plus carbon dioxide will come. This metal oxide will undergo the process called as, what is that process? Everybody, reduction, so that we'll get the metal. Understand, Hari, how to modify the equations? This is what, based upon the question. Next, sulfide ore B is 100% sulfide ore. So we'll go under open air roasting. So we'll write sulfide ore. So if I started heating, so it is a open air. Open air means you have to write it what it is. Everybody, roasting. Okay. So if I say roasting, then what will happen? This also, it will give you metal oxide plus, instead of carbon dioxide, sulfur dioxide will come. So again, metal oxide, if you want to get the pure metal, we have to go with what reaction? Everybody, we have to go with the reduction process.
Reduction.
We'll get the metal. Okay. So this is also one of the most important question. Unless they are not specifying what is the particular ore. If they'll give you particular ore, at least you can do something. But they're not specified, you have to modify the equation. Sir, which book they will teach? Sir, means no book they will teach. Unless we have an idea, we cannot do. Okay. Finish it fastly. This what about it? Any doubt? Anybody can ask. Sanjay completed? Guru? Any doubt? Please let me know. All of you clear, Amma?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So till here, make it quick. Start doing completed means let me know. So start everybody. Next.
Sir.
So this is what is the third chapter. So all of you remember. Now if you have taken, so this is what is all about it. The third chapter. So when now time permits, you must need to sit and you have to practice all the questions. Mr. Kaushik completed question. Kaushik, last question. Mr. Johan. See, modifying according to the question, writing equations is very, very important. Simply, if I do means nothing will happen. And remember, sir, I practice 65 questions so that can I able to get any question in the exam? 100%. After practicing 1,000 questions also, you never expect even single question in the exam. Because that is what is now CBSE. But it will gives you the ideas, what way I can answer the exam. That is what is only our aim. Our aim is to focus on work. What way we can answer the question in a better way. That is the reason these many things we are solving. So when you are solving only, you can imagine, keep in your mind, every question in our board exam is like 59th question almost. Then what you people will do? How much hard work you do? According to that, you question yourself and you make it. See, some here black color means copper oxide. Here copper 1 oxide. A difference I don't know. Copper 1 oxide, I don't know what is the difference between copper 1 oxide and copper oxide. Then what is the use of? That's what. So 100% you will do mistake only. So that is why maintain the clarity. Whatever you are studying, you have to be complete clear. Unless you clear, you cannot be to the next one. Okay. So I hope everybody completed. I called 2 fellows, no response. Both of you can get out. No issues. There is no kind of excuse for anybody's. And practice this diagram also very perfectly. Very, very important. Okay. So that's what about it. Now coming back to the previous chapter for PT2 exam. So that is what acid, bases and salts. So in this also, I think number of questions are, this is also very important. 48 questions are there. Every question is extremely challenging question only. So that is what it is. Now let us see that. So chapter 2, acid, bases and salts. First question, you try. I won't read.
Sir, option D.
Yeah, let them do it.
Option D, sir.
Yes. Whatever you are choosing, you can tell me. Option D. Option D, some people are saying. What is your answer? I don't know. Mr. Kaushik, what is your answer? Right or wrong? Tell me, no problem. Hey, Kaushik, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. How many times I should call you? Are you the kidda? Mr. Johan also. What is your answer? Option D or option C? What is your answer, Ra? What happens when a solution of an acid is mixed with a solution of a base in a test tube? What will happen, guys? Acid and base, both are, what is that?
Neutralize, sir.
Neutralization reaction. Neutralization reaction is a what? Even plus heat will produce. Because both are acid and base. So heat will produce. So what is the correct answer? The temperature of the solution. Option Option D.
sir.
So the temperature of the solution increases and as well as salt formation takes place. So please write it. Why reason you write it? Acid plus base will react. It will